Hello everybody and welcome back to Rome 2, the Divide et Impera mod, and in the last couple of episodes we relieved the siege of Rome and defeated the Etruscans and have maybe bought ourselves some breathing space. I'm going to bring my spy back from Taurus as we're going to be quite away from being able to relaunch an offensive in the south. Got much greater problems closer to home, so let's advance the turn, and I'm wincing as I press that end turn button. So rebellion down in Cosentia. I suspect we'll have another rebellion in the north somewhere as well. The question is what the Venti do. Oh, so that's maybe they're going to take the town. I'm just going to auto-resolve this because there's no chance. Well, that's just rubbing salt in the wound. Maybe they will take the town now, which would cut off our trade. Yeah, okay, so they take the town. It was causing me public order issues as all the buildings were damaged. So let's try and look on the bright side. So after Rome threw off the rule of the Etruscan kings in 510 BC, well, we're still dealing with the Etruscans. I won't read all of this out, guys. So more wealth, more public order, which we really need. And seasonal conditions, our household expands, outraged populace. Yeah, okay. And yeah. A faction. Oh, I see the Swearboys up here have been destroyed. They're usually quite a strong tribe. So let's just have a look to see whether there's any prospect of launching an offensive against the Etruscans. As odd as it sounds when Arinum has just fallen, but I do fear that unless we start removing some enemies from play, we're just going to end up in a downward spiral. This army is still very depleted and won't be fighting fit for many turns. Is it better to attack with a depleted army, 6 Italian town guard? It's better to attack with a depleted army and at least try and wipe these out and so secure the north of Rome. The problem, of course, is if this army wants to intervene, then we really are doomed.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, look, we've got to be aggressive.
None will escape.
Just while we've bought ourselves a little bit of breathing space. So yeah, we are. We're actually decisively outnumbered, but the enemy forces are at least poor in quality. So let's encircle them.
Siege to the settlement.
My skills.
And we've got a deficit every turn. No way to deal with these rebels. But still, we need more troops. So let's end the turn again.
Ready,
This
willing,
chap
engage.
has leveled up again. And let's try and add to his zeal. Okay, not yeah, okay, political reformer. And let's end the turn. What will the Venti do? Is Beneventium? Well, we simply can't hold it, so I'll auto-resolve that. Rome may be under siege yet again very shortly. That is a disaster. All of it stemming from that one siege and the massive casualties we took in taking the settlement. So we are bankrupt, and that's going to oh dear, it's all getting worse, guys. It is all getting worse. I won't read all of that. Who are these? This is Liguria. Our army is suffering attrition. We've got what's going on here? So a young boy in this province has befriended a dolphin. So great is their bond that the creature allowed the boy to saddle it. The spectacle drew visitors from far and wide. We could charge to see let's charge to see the dolphin. Ascalon now will fall. We have no answer. I think my only would what about Liguria? I can't imagine they want to ally with me. Maybe take the town together.
Speaker. I listened.
We hunger for battle. Victory for Rome! To battle! Besieging settlement!
Oh, they will help me. Oh well, guys, we've got to do this. Even sacking the settlement might at least alleviate some of our monetary problems, but removing an enemy would be useful. Hopefully, I can use the lives of my allies to win this battle for me. Sorry about that, just knocked my cup. Okay, let's deploy, and we'll deploy on this hill. Really don't have too many units, and so we're going to take the ahistorical route of combining some of our Principes and Hastati in the front line. Keep the Triarii behind. Have those troops in the middle as a reserve, and start the battle. So my plan, guys, is simply to sit here for now and see whether the Ligurians do the work for us. Love these Celtic. Oh, I don't know. Would they have been Celtic? Gallic. Gallic perhaps is better. Better description. Although being in Northern Italy, that also may be wrong. They certainly look Gallic, sort of the same style. Yeah, go forth. Let's speed things up a bit. Right, so what's going on here? Yeah, Italian horsemen as the Etruscans scout the enemy position. The Ligurians moving up the hill. It's, the Etruscans had managed to take this hill. They could have caused the Ligurians a lot of misery coming up it. I am dishonourably just sat back here, guys, and I think what we'll do is these brimstone pits. The enemy have been able to deploy some defences. What we'll do is we will group our troops and maybe cautiously sound the advance. But I'm very happy for these Ligurians to expend themselves. Oh, I thought there was going to be a charge headlong down the hill into that infantry then. Maybe there will be as they gather themselves. Yeah, the Etruscans occupying the top of this hill. Cavalry skirmishing, not really gaining. I was going to say not gaining much ground, but I think I'm wrong. These Italian citizens should break. Maybe then opening up the left flank. This headlong advance, I think. May be slowed, but I don't think it can be stopped, particularly as the Etruscan right flank. Look pretty exposed though. He's the general has taken his troops into the fight to even the odds. We'll bring our forces over here, just on the off chance we can offer any encouragement and assistance. But I'm quite content to watch these two factions, an enemy faction and maybe a future enemy faction bleed out. Hopefully allowing us to take the town and remove an enemy. Gaining any kind of good news would be a huge relief. Ligurian heavy shock cavalry out on the flanks here, but they are getting snagged up with the generals unit. Italian town guards suffering casualties to missiles, covered in blood from their fallen comrades. Italian citizens still hanging around. Slingers trying to offer support. And this Italian heavy horse wheeling around on the flank, no doubt have done some damage, but can they make any impression on this vast body of infantry? Very sort of ragtag line here. The Ligurian right is looking very strong in terms of numbers, but the troops are light melee infantry. They are vulnerable to cavalry charges. Just the cavalry may be insufficient on the left. The situation is reversed really, where the Ligurians have plenty of cavalry. They're being fended off by infantry. I think the infantry now, this general Agrippa, he's going to be in a very difficult situation now, tied up engaging this infantry whilst cavalry roams freely in his rear. Italian town guard shaking, wavering. We can't imagine they're going to hold on for much longer. The bulk of the Etruscan forces massed in the centre. They have the hill. Roman forces now coming up to join the fight.
Proud Romans all! Levies! Happy to serve Rome!
Let's move our missile forces along in support. We don't really care who we hit. Town guard may break very soon, but we're content for now to allow that to play out. They've broken. Will they shatter? Probably. So let's deploy our missile units and see whether we can bloody Agrippa's unit further.
Missile infantry ready!
In go the javelins, hitting man and horse alike. And the Romans throwing their javelins with impunity. The victory is all that matters, and ultimately our allies of convenience are not Roman citizens. So, yeah, Agrippa's unit wavering now as the casualties are just horrific, and even elite heavy infantry can't stand up to that kind of firepower in the rear. Javelins just hitting the weakly armoured backs. The bulk of the Etruscans now breaking, and we must be down now to the last few moments of this battle. So I'll fast forward. These Italian swordsmen shattered. So let's end the battle, because they should all be wiped out as it was a city assault. Effectively, they came out into the open field to meet us. So we lost 19 men. We must have suffered some yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that happened. Must be in the mopping up of the remaining forces. Maybe we suffered some missile casualties to missiles. Okay, so we've secured the town, so we can occupy. We can loot. Looting would gain us 10,000. We can subjugate. Sack. Well, we don't want to sack or raise. Let us. I think the choice really is between occupy and loot. Let's. Difficult because occupying will only give us 500 denarii. I think our deficit is 1,000, whereas we'll get 10,000 from looting. But the province instability will be significant, though. We are already in great difficulty on that front anyway. Let's loot. Let's allow the legionaries to fill their bags with loot. And okay, Etruria at least has been destroyed. Are we immediately then going to go into conflict with Liguria? Is a question for us. Now then, let's leave the army in the settlement this turn.
We hunger for battle.
Okay, so our second legion has gained traditions. Well, they're not a garrison, so we'll go with the Vanguard Legion and. Let's go with formidable fighters. And their general has also leveled up, so we'll go with commander of men, and let's go with a morale boost, albeit a small one.
How may I serve?
So with Arretium recaptured, maybe there's hope for retaking Arinium.
Swift and silent, a shadow among shadows.
Let's move this army into the city, as I'm very worried about this this Epriot force. So let's have a look. This is a Roman barracks, which may be worth repairing these actually. Ascalon must fall this coming turn, unfortunately. How's our food situation? Our food situation is looking pretty dire. Let's save our money
Ready for orders.
and end the turn. So far from taking our legions and their standards into foreign lands, we've ended up in a desperate fight simply to try and cling on to Italia. Okay, so these garrison fights, I really can't see us having much of an impact, and it was either going to be Eprius or the Venti that took Asculum, so yeah, it wasn't worth trying to resist. It would have strung out the battle for quite a while, ultimately to the same result. I'm loving the Ligurians. Thank you for dealing with our rebels. Great. So that rebellion. Oh, we've annoyed the populace as well. I think being charged to watch a dolphin is probably a lesser evil than being under siege, having their towns and cities burned, raped, pillaged, their armies and fleets decimated. So yeah, okay, well, I can see why you'd be irritated to be charged, but ultimately there's we've got bigger problems. These troops at least are replenishing well now, and the question for me is whether to
We hunger for battle.
move to
Commander,
Rome. Maybe
we hunger for battle.
let's what happens if we pull this unit out of the city?
Follow this order.
Yeah, the replenishment is far less. No, let's get replenished as swiftly as we can. We absolutely need more troops. I'm not going to recruit any more down here. We'll leave this army as one to potentially help Rome. Let's. Why can't I move our spy? Is she blocked in somehow?
Ever in service to Rome.
Let's move this chap
As you
down here.
command.
Can you now get out? That's very odd. Why can't you move, my dear? Okay, well, it's not... Oh, because she's not mine! Oh, Benjamin. You, it's a plonker. This is an Epriot spy. Our little lady is up
Do
here.
you wish of me?
Yeah, we'll leave her there. Let's keep an eye on these forces. Okay, not much I can do right now. Just have a look, see whether we had dramatically more options. Not yet, no. Just because we've now got that the barracks repaired in Arretium. Now, as much as it pains me, I'm wondering whether there's any possible peace with our two enemies. Can we reduce this multi-front war to one front? I suspect not. Wonder where those Ligurians are going. So this is a battle that is a little bit more balanced in terms of numbers. So what I'll do, I'll end the video here, and then in the next video we'll see if we can hold this town. Okay, thanks guys. See you next time.